every tune was a hit. It wasn't, hey, Mary, turn it over on side 2. Boy, you'll love take 4. It's like all 6 on each side was in color.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a visionary, get the eyes to the self-made money gang. Niggas up there, they can see a little bit of them in me. Roll trees, I'm a young Steve Jobs. When I get to 21, I'ma be handing out jobs.
Hello everybody and welcome to London, England. Today I'm going on a food tour of the most English food you can find. And this is so exciting to me because I haven't really indulged into the cuisine before. But anyway, let's skip all the banter and just dive in to the first English thing, the English breakfast. This is crazy. I went with a set breakfast and it has beans, eggs, sausage, bacon, toast, and coffee. All items seem to be kind of in the same spectrum as like the American kind of breakfast food, except the beans. Wow. The sausage is just like perfectly made. It's perfectly just fried in that breakfast kind of way. It's also a little bit bigger than like American breakfast sausages. Now in terms of the bacon, it looks nothing like American bacon. This seems like more of, Canadian bacon or a piece of ham. That is the most interesting piece of bacon I've ever tasted. It kind of gives off the same kind of vibe with the, saltiness and also richness of bacon. But anyway, let's get on to the main event. The beans. Okay, before I start, I've never had beans for breakfast. I don't mind baked beans for dinner or lunch. They're actually quite good. But for breakfast, I don't really know how I feel about that. I usually like all the food on these, videos, but okay, I don't not like it, but let me explain. In the US, we eat baked beans with barbecue, so it's not that they taste bad. I like the taste. It's just that it feels weird.
Breakfast, hash browns, gentlemen, one with an extra sausage.
Now, we have never eaten breakfast together, but in breakfast time, I usually like to make a sort of sandwich. I know it might be weird for a British breakfast, but I made myself an egg and bacon sandwich. That was amazing. Oh, come on. It's literally lunchtime, and it's getting dark out already. Well, I guess it's 2:30, so it's a little bit past lunchtime, but still, this is crazy that it's getting dark already at 2:30. Hi, how are you? I'll take the fish and chips. Okay, so these are the fish and chips. The fish just looks amazing. It's a fresh piece of cod. The fries look to be a plump size and definitely fresh potatoes. I also had them put salt on it, and then I'm pretty sure they said they put vinegar on it. But anyway, let's get to eating the iconic fish and chips. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, honestly, this is my first time eating fish and chips in the UK. And in the US, it's okay, but when it all comes down to it, it's still that, fried taste. I like the fried taste, but this is much more than just a fried taste. This is, actual, layers to it of flavors. You can taste that, fish flavor. You can taste the fried flavor, of course. That vinegary flavor on top, the seasonings in the batter, this is jamming. This is amazing. The French fries themselves, this is a fresh French fry. Of course, I went to a place called Giggs, And this place is pretty well known for having like good fish and chips. It's on, I think, the like Thrillist like rating report, like a bunch of other rating reports as being like one of the best fish and chips. But this is like a fresh potato in there with literally a perfect golden brown. Now I'm very impressed by this because if you do use fresh, like 100% freshly made potatoes for your french fries, it's a very lengthy process. But thank you, Gigs. I love your french fries. Okay, that was amazing. At first I didn't really believe the hype on it. Like, I thought it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be that good. Anyway, now let's go on to something that not only is very British, but I actually have never tasted before. Hi, how are you? I've never had one of these pies before. Would you recommend something? Like, I've never had like a pie with meat in it before.
If you haven't had a pie before, I would suggest you try the most traditional one.
Okay, what's that one?
That is minced beef and onion.
Is it really good?
Oh, minced beef is my favorite.
Yeah? Alright, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Because I've had, you know, like dessert pies before, but never like meat pies. Like, yeah. But all my friends said when I came to England, I had to try a pie. So, you know, usually when I eat food, I sit on the street or a stoop just to feel like the overall city vibe that's going on. But in this market, I have the absolute privilege to have a disco ball in back of me, going around. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, you can't use the tripod? Oh,
it's health and safety.
Man, I thought I was finally gonna film in a nice place to eat food, but it looks like it's onto the street. But anyway, let's dive into my first minced pie. Wow, I've never tasted a flavor like that before. You know, like, I've only had pies that have been dessert pies, like chocolate pies, pumpkin pies, like any pie like that. But I've never actually had a pie with meat in it. And surprisingly, it actually goes well. You know, like the tasty meat in there with like the crumbly crust, like it's just wonderful. Now for me, I'm a crust guy. Like I'm absolutely obsessed with crust. Like if you saw my pizza video, I was like obsessed with finding the best crust of New York City. But this crust here, London, you certainly know how to make an amazing minced pie. Now onto something more sweet. Now for the sweet thing, the dessert, the British dessert to try, it took some searching actually. Like most British desserts I found were like pie or pudding or something in that spectrum. However, that's something that I can find in the US. I wanted something like so British that I could. So anyway, I found this thing called trifle. It's a British dessert that has a combination that you can really only find in Britain. But unfortunately, trifle is more like a homemade dessert. It's something that families make around different holidays. But after searching the internet for hours, asking all my British friends, they came up with one option. If it's not homemade, you can get it at Mark and Spencer's. Excuse me, do you have like a spoon? Thank you. Love the singing, by the way. Yeah. Have a nice night. Now, for those of you that have never heard of trifle, trifle is basically a dessert that's layered with different things, from custard to sponge cake to fruit. Anyway, there are not many things that I've never tried before, really never tried before, so I'm so pumped to take a bite of this trifle. Now, I also have no idea how to eat this trifle because, well, I've never eaten it before. I'm not sure if you just take a bite off the top, but I'm pretty sure you just take all 3 layers. Look at that. Honestly, I will never doubt British food again. At first it seems a little bit weird. You have 3 different layers of things that maybe will go well with each other, but you know, it's not really, it's up for grabs. But this has like everything that makes dessert good. You know, you have like the sweet custard on top, making for that nice sweet flavor. Then you have like the substance, like the thing that holds it all together, the sponge cake. And then on the bottom you have like an extra sweet slash fruity nice flavor. So I'm in London for a couple more days and I need all your guys' suggestions. Like I'm talking about like anything that you can think of to do, to eat, to see, anything like that, leave a comment below. And if you're not from Britain and you have like a travel suggestion or just something that I should do for food or for really anything kind of like pertaining to these videos in some sense, also leave a comment below. Like I said, I have been here for a couple days and I just released the dollar meal, well, pound meal challenge across England, and you can see that here. And anyway guys, I'm gonna finish up this trifle and I'll see you guys next time.